Hey guys, I just finished the craziest workout of my life. I'm in the car wash right now. Just want to let you all know you're going to be in physical pain. So definitely take this workout to heart. Like, don't just do it and doubt yourself during the process. Really chase the pain and look at the contraction that really hurts and try to do one more. Right when you feel so uncomfortable, do at least one more. First, I start with cable kickbacks that are glute max focus. So it's going to be a swinging motion, but really focus on that mind muscle connection. You're not just swinging your leg. So you're actually taking your leg and bringing it forward and then slowly bringing it back, thinking about your glute medius.
Tell me how to type of signal. It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen the hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet up.
This is involving a moderate weight, I would say 20 to 30 pounds, engaging your core. Also note that I took at least 3 steps away from the machine, which causes an added amount of resistance.
On second time, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give a game proper. Spit it so she get it, that she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile?
Next, we're moving on to the hip abductor machine drop set. So this is very intense. I focus on 3 sets of 15, 12, 10, and 8.
Oh, what about a smile? I'm out of time. She's out the door, I gotta go for mine. At the door, she,
So it's a drop set. You're going to be doing the hip abductors for 15 reps with a light weight, 12 reps with a moderate weight, 10 reps with a moderate to heavy weight, and 8 reps with a heavy weight. This is very intense. So definitely focus on that mind muscle connection and don't go heavier than you can. And then also make sure you do this for 3 rounds.
and I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, oh, are you trying to leave? I saw the dance with you. How I love you, keep you here with me, yo baby. Now so they grab hold of my hand and let's pretend the flow was ours. You say you don't really dance. Don't worry about it, you just one good step.
Next, we're moving into deficit single leg RDLs. You could do this with 2 plates below you and 2 dumbbells. It does not have to just be this pendulum machine. However you have this, it's so impactful, guys. Definitely recommend. You can even do this with a barbell or a curl bar if you want. Just make sure that you are at a deficit so you're getting that lower range of motion. Notice how each time we increase the weight, that muscle at the top of my glutes is contracting. So the glute medius is contracting every time we increase the weight. So it's definitely important.
Now with the music is moving too fast. Now my head a little tired. Don't be afraid to move a little closer. Girl, there's something about you that makes me wanna say, and I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say,
Next, we are moving into just the deficit RDLs. As I mentioned before, you don't have to use the pendulum machine. You can use just traditional curl bar or barbell, as long as you're in a deficit and making sure that your hands reach lower than your mid calf, almost to your ankle. You're in good shape. As you can see, this workout will target your hamstrings, quads, glutes, abs, your lower back, everything. This is the king of workouts, but really the focus here is to target your upper glutes. So you have to make sure you're going at a 90-degree angle and engaging your core.
you're making me want to say, are you trying to leave? How I love you, keep you here with me, yo baby. I think I'll say, yeah. I don't know your name, but excuse me, I saw you from across the room.
Next, we're moving into Smith machine reverse hypers. These are one of those exercises that you don't often see, but they are imperative to your glute growth. A lot of times people struggle with glute growth because you're only doing exercises that target more than one muscle group, whereas this only targets glute medius.
And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, oh, are you trying to leave? How I love you, keep you here with me, yo baby. I wanna be where you are.
The medius is involved. The medius is the main character in this. So I definitely recommend these. It's hard to do on your own, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. I just recommend setting up your Smith machine to have it locked at a bit one lower than where you normally would have it if you were doing, I don't know, just make sure it's like at 3 notches up, as you can see in this video. But if you're doing this exercise and you're noticing that your body isn't going lower, then I recommend putting it at 2 notches if you have longer legs. Next, we're moving into Smith machine Bulgarians. Definitely recommend these as it relates to your glute growth. So the Smith machine is the perfect opportunity for you to do challenging movements because it is a fixed weight on your back. So I wouldn't recommend a curl bar, Bulgarians with anything else, dumbbells, because it's just not a fixed weight. So you're going to be wobbling all over the place and you're not targeting your glute medius. So as you can see here, me using the Smith machine, I'm targeting my glute medius and nothing else.
Ain't nothing more than dancing. Baby, it's so romantic. Baby, I can be in your heart. So many things I want to tell you. I think that I should start by saying, give a game proper, spit it so she get it, there she is, I gotta stop her. Oh yeah, tryna leave. Oh, I would love to keep you here with me, you baby. Just clap your hands like this. Just clap your hands like this. And if you shorty's in the house tonight, just grab her by the hand, homie, make you understand. Y'all will leave hands like this. Y'all make it bounce like this. She want to, man.
Next, we're moving into hip thrusts, guys. So I always start with a warm-up. If you have subscribed to Boss Fit Life, you'll know this firsthand. We do single leg hip thrusts to warm up for hip thrusts. What this is doing is telling your body that right now, when I put this weight on your hip, don't go for the quads, don't go for the hams, go for the glute medius, okay? Because hip thrusts target several different muscle groups. And oftentimes women are like, oh, I do hip thrusts, that's how I gain my big booty. And it's not necessarily true. There are glute isolation warm-ups that must be incorporated to maintain and ensure you aren't just building your quads. So as you can see, I am doing a body weight warm-up before a hip thrust. Definitely recommend warm-ups before hip thrusts. Don't just go to hip thrust and expect to get them gains. You're just going to have some big legs and no booty. And that is the most disappointing thing when you're walking out in public and you got a big thighs and men think, oh, it's about to be that thing. And there ain't nothing back there because you didn't train it right. But since you watch Boss Fit Life, you train it right. And men is coming up on you. They all up on you. They want you. They need you. They got to have that.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't.
Next, we're moving into my favorite advanced movement for glute growth. These are hyper extensions. Okay, outside of the reverse hypers, these have changed my glutes tremendously. Even while being in a calorie deficit, I still maintain a round shape because of these. So if you're doing them glute bias, then you're forcing the weight on your glute medius. So it is imperative for you to do it properly. I've seen people mess this up and I hate it. You have to make sure that your hip is at the extension of the machine, or else you're just training your back. And then you have to curl the top of your back. You see how it's like at a curled angle, guys? So that curl really tells my glutes to work instead of my back, because if you're hunched over, it's less likely your back is doing all the work. Your glutes are taking over. And then from there, it's important to bend your knees so that you're not just training your hamstrings, because if your back doesn't do all the work, your hamstrings say, hey, it's my turn. But you have to lean away from both of those muscle groups and lean into your upper glutes. So the importance here is to do a drop set, reverse basically. So I like to do body weight, 10 reps, and then I do the heavy weight 10 reps. This really tells, like, while you're doing the body weight one, you have to think about your glute medius. This really tells your glute medius to start working. Then when you add the weight, your glute medius knows this is its time to shine. But if you just jump in and try to use the weight without a prerequisite of body weight, you run into the scenario of not growing your upper glutes and you're just growing your hamstrings and back. So always take heed to this strategy. Lastly, I do the Stairmaster. You really don't need to do much in terms of a heavy advanced leg day. Recommend 15 minutes max. Of cardio after such an intense leg day. A lot of times people will overdo it with cardio and then you don't get any gains. So if you do 15 minutes of high intense cardio after your workout, you'll be fine. And then on your upper body days, that's when you do the low impact, long state cardio. That's my strategy for muscle growth and fat burning. Let me know what you think of this video, guys. I truly enjoyed even doing this voiceover. I love working out. I love showing y'all my results and how I found great success by listening to proper bodybuilders and trainers. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you all in my next one.